Welcome back to the link up, everybody. We're on episode 2. Thanks for the love and support from episode 1. So I am BCray. You know who I am by now. The most unprofessional, real person on this set right now. But we're going to go around the horn, let everybody introduce themselves and tell them how their week been. My week has been good. Just working school for me. My life is very dull, as you can call it. I'm Unc.
Oh.
What you got, Barbie K?
Yeah, it's just, y'all know me by now. I'm Barbie K, stylish, just me being me. I don't know, my week, it's been pretty good. Boring, work, trying to deal with work, just trying to stay there. It's very exhausting, but we're doing it.
Girl, be blessed you got a job, child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess.
Man.
Hello, I'm Laura Lee. My week has been fine, just doing nothing but just working and enjoying time at home. That's it. Sorry, y'all, I'm just a little sleepy. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, it's Queen Shay. So my week has been pretty busy. I've been out and about shopping for my daughter's 3rd birthday party. She about to be a little three-nager. We was out and about shopping at Burlington, and I ran into a couple of younger guys who got caught stealing. Yeah, got caught stealing out from Burlington.
This economy, child, have everybody out there stealing.
And nowadays they refer to themselves as YNs.
Yeah.
YNs. Oh, Lord.
So what do y'all think about that? Like, this younger generation calling themselves YNs.
What does YN even stand for? Let's start there first.
I just feel like YN, it's more so a personality thing, like a look, I guess we could say. Because I don't want to label like every young guy as a YN, because every young guy is not a YN. It's just more so like a look, how they carry themselves, I guess you could say.
What classifies a guy as a YN?
Okay, so to me, like, if I see a group of dudes, for me, I'm going to say the big bubble coat. Big bubble coat, that's first up as YN, because what? I wouldn't really say hoodie. Like I said, it's a big, like they got like a hoodie, the big bubble coat.
Like a flight coat. Like back in the day, them big old flight jackets.
I think, like them black ones, make a bunch of noise when you move.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
y'all
one of them.
Those flight jackets with the orange in the inside.
Nah.
I remember. I ain't let you be out there by yourself. I remember.
I know.
I don't. I say those before my time.
You never seen a flight jacket before?
No.
That was not before your time.
But yeah, that's step one. I mean, that's like telltale sign of it right there. Pants hanging off the butt. That's like a couple of signs of YNs.
Someone got bad attitudes.
Yeah, it can be from the way they, like I said, the way they carry themselves. They come in, you just look at them. Smelling weed from a mile away.
Wow.
Yeah. No cologne mixes, so just weed.
Dirt and weed.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt and weed.
It stank. Yes. Yeah, but I think that's like some telltale signs of like, oh yeah, that's definitely a YN. Don't let it be the sometime they got them coats on. Definitely a YN, because you know what they got on them.
Do they carry guns too?
Oh yes.
Gangbang.
Yes.
Oh, so they gangbangers now
guessing.
too. I had to just ask because this is I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
You know, I've been kind of sheltered.
They even got a walk.
Sheltered. They got a
They
walk.
do?
They got a walk.
Ooh, what's that walk?
How they walk?
I don't know. I wish I could show y'all. It's like I don't know. I can show y'all better than I can tell. It's
I
just
just don't like the name. It's the name.
but that's what describes them. Because but it's not every young guy. It's not every young guy. It's a YN. They fit themselves into that category.
But I think my view of someone calling themselves a YN, I think they lack the education of understanding how the N word was used so derogatory back in the day, and for them to use it so loosely, like that's what I am. When people before us have fought so hard to pull away from using that kind of N word, you see what I'm saying? And then I feel like that's putting us back in that box again. That box of, they are what they call us in this. They are when I say they, I'm talking about everybody that's not the black or brown color. They're putting us back in that box because now people are looking at us saying that since they use that word loosely, why can't we do it? And then at the same time, that word meant so much bad stuff back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, you gotta look at it as like that is what they act like. They acting like
hoodlums.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I said it's a difference between because they're not carrying themselves as young men. They're acting like YNs. So it's a difference.
What do you classify as carrying yourself as a young man?
For one, the way you dress.
Okay.
Like I said, that was a telltale sign. You wearing your pants hanging off your tail. You just not caring about your appearance. Like, showing up as like a young man. I feel like that's the one. That's the main thing. Then for two, like the way they act, the snappy attitudes. They get mad. They arguing with women.
Yes, no respect.
No respect for their elderly. Stuff like that. You're not carrying yourself as a young man, as a gentleman.
And then I think it got a lot to do with like when they all out in the streets and stuff, banging and just doing stuff they ain't supposed to be doing. Cause just want to be down with everything and every, gang and stuff.
Cause 9 times out of 10, they just doing what they see other people do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think single mothers raise YNs?
No.
Or a one household family?
No.
Or a one parent household family?
No, because you got a lot of YNs got 2 parents in the house and everything. They just, like I said, because it's not always parenting, because the parents could have raised them right. Mm-hmm. It's mainly social media.
Social media like they can be follow down behind, other people. Yeah, be trying to fit in. There you go, trying to fit in.
All this nowadays. Oh, they look cool. The way they did this, the way they did that. King Von said this to his son, Lil Durst. So I'm gonna be like them. And then you so-called want to be a YN in the streets.
Who King Von?
Oh, baby, don't worry about it.
Okay,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is. I don't know who King Von is.
One of the realest rappers out. Don't worry about it. Because I feel like they don't know how to like set apart from music and real world. Like just because King Von and Lil Durk live that way don't mean you have to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it may sound cool in the music, but it's just music. They just telling their life. You don't have to follow down in their footsteps, but they don't know how to separate the two. Because don't get me wrong, I listen to King Von and Dirt too. But it's like, I know when to separate, like, it's just music. That's their life. They ain't me. I'm finna go out and go do that. But it just sound good. I mean,
that does bring up a lot of different points too. So I guess, so what you're saying is that it goes back to the age-all, catch-all that people, these young guys are looking at these superstars as role models.
Yes.
And not finding legitimate actual role models.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they're just entertainers. They're just there to entertain you, provide you with music and this and that, but they looking at them more as like role models. And don't get me wrong, like you can look at like, because they have made it. They made it out, but they look at the wrong type of success. Like they looking at their past life. And because rappers tell them that like, just because I rap about this don't mean like that wasn't my good life. Look at me now. Look how I made it and I got out of that. Like I'm being a rapper. I'm investing my money now. I'm doing this. But they don't want to hear that part. They just want to hear about the killings and the shootings and the...
But haven't there been rappers been caught up on living that fake or fictitious life that they try to come out with that so they can get the views and the supporters, and then sometimes they turn around and get caught like, bro, you was raised in the suburbs, you weren't raised out in the ghetto.
Yep. Not these new age rappers. No, they really deep into this stuff. It was like that a lot. Like back in the day, I feel like a lot of rappers did that. Mm-hmm. But these rappers nowadays, no. I mean, they in and out of jail. Mm-hmm. They got mug shots. They showing you. They got videos from back in the day. He went and shot this dude. Did this that. Yeah. So it's like it's real
life.
Yeah. They got played off as like, look at how all these rappers, most of the rappers that rap about stuff like that, even though they did this stuff in their past, look at it. It's still caught up to him. King Von, he died, got shot. Lil Durk, he in jail. Mm-hmm. Young boy, he just got out of jail. He doing back on tour now. So it's just like these rappers.
Didn't Blueface get out of jail too?
Oh, baby, he don't fit in the category with them. He on another level. But yeah, but I'm talking like, YNW Melly. Like they all in jail for the stuff like
who?
YNW Melly.
You don't know about them.
No. But they like they really yeah. They really
I feel like you about to say watermelon. So I don't know. Like YNW Melly.
But yeah, it's just like the stuff they rap about. Look what, even though they made it, but it still ended up catching back up with them.
Mm-hmm. Like a prime example, Bootsy. Mm-hmm. Like You remember when he was in and out of court because of what he did and his... No?
I think that was a little bit before my time, dear.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay, so I did hear some of the stuff with Bootsy a while back, especially when it came to all that trouble he got into prior to becoming the Bootsy we talk about in today's society and in today's world. But Bootsy done got quiet, eh?
That's because he has to go back to court.
Oh, see,
And
I
he's
didn't know
looking
that.
at time.
Ooh.
That is not that's not over with. Yes, Bootsy is looking at some time.
See, so it catches back up
Yeah.
with you. It always do. Like, even though you make it out,
Mhm.
it's still gonna catch up with you
So-
eventually.
So what would you say for the people who looks up to people like RKelly and what's the other guy that's in jail? P. Diddy.
Who looking up to them? I mean, okay, it goes again with separating music and personal life.
Okay.
You can like someone's music, yeah, whatever. But their personal life, like, no, I don't agree with what they did or what they did this, they did. They get the time that they deserve because they did that.
Would you go to an R. Kelly concert if he
Yes.
comes down and put on an R.
Yes.
Kelly
Oh,
concert?
yeah.
I'd be the first one there, hands down.
Front row
Be the
seat,
first
baby.
one. Thank you,
See,
baby.
I don't really listen to R.
I'll be
Kelly
right
like
there.
that, but no.
I would never go to another R. Kelly concert the rest of my
But
whole
is that
entire life.
because
Well, you do that.
that because
but
you don't like his
me and Shell be
music,
there.
or is it because you don't agree with what he did?
I don't agree with what he did. That's my biggest thing. Like,
So you don't want to
I
support
agree
him?
with, and I think I think my issue with that is you came out in a time where people needed that music. You see what I'm saying? People needed because at the end of the day, people survive off music. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People need that music. People love that music. Like, there was people right now who's in their 40s and 50s and 60s who was made off of R. Kelly. R. Kelly and Hennessy probably. They're made off R.
That's right.
Kelly. And then for him to, I feel like you turned around and you just stabbed all your fans in the back with what you did to these girls. Like, how could you be a man and do that to these girls? How can you take advantage of, they were just trying to be superstars and he took advantage of it. What if that was your child, you know? Would you, I mean, what if that was your child? You know, would you still listen to R. Kelly?
We're not gonna really get too much into that, but
I'm sorry,
you
Lord.
still can't take the music away from that man. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I don't agree with what he did, but I love his music. He got
Yes.
some good music. Now, forcing what he did to a girl, it wasn't right, but their parent played a big role in that.
Thank you. The parents should be
Agree.
behind balls with
You know what
him,
I'm
too.
saying? Them
Agree.
kids were young, so
Yes.
in order for him to, have access to them, he had to run about a parent. You know what I'm saying? They were young.
Yeah, because the
True.
parents got paid.
Exactly. And if you notice, once them certain people, because most of them were lying, once those people start running out of money, that's when all of this blew up for real.
There you go. Yep.
But getting back to YNs though, and why we are still, why we are still allowing people to call themselves YN is an issue for me.
And then I think another thing, because like I said, okay, you have YNs, and then you have real street dudes.
What's the difference?
YNs are, to me, they just want to be street dudes, but they're not really about their life like that. Because, like, you have a street dude, he's still going to respect his elderlies. He's not going to, disrespect women. You know what I mean? He's not going to disrespect women. He still have morals.
Mhm.
YNs, no. It's just like, they see what these street dudes doing, but they don't know, like, the moral. They don't have the morals within it. So it's just like, I'm just going to be hardcore. Like, nobody going to call me soft. I'm this, I'm that. No, I don't care about nobody. Man, woman, child, anybody. I'm just going to do it to them. Like, that's the difference.
Wouldn't you say that was the same thing we used to call thugs back in the day?
Yeah, I guess it's just more so in there to switch to YN instead of thug. Yeah.
Because it's the younger people that's doing the most.
Yeah, because now it's
killing
mostly
and fighting and stuff.
just
now.
young.
Should we be scared of YNs?
No.
I worked
I
with
mean,
one.
you can.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I worked with one. He was the sweetest person.
You say you soft
That's
as
not a white girl. It's
you
not
soft
a
as a teddy bear?
I mean, he was very respectful. That's what I'm saying.
But I wouldn't really call him with it.
But if you go to his Instagram page, you'll know he's a YN.
So he was faking it.
No, he was just respectful at work. That's what I'm saying.
So
he wasn't rude or nothing like that.
So basically, he probably don't act like that when he get around certain people, like his friends and stuff, like when he be out in the streets, right? I can see it, yeah.
I will say he is about that life, but what I'm saying is when he at work, you would never know. You know what I'm saying? He talk about it, but he wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't nasty or nothing like that. But when you do go to his Instagram page, you can tell. You see the guns, you see the mask and all that stuff.
So do you think people have a different persona at work?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
You would hope so. You know,
You're supposed to.
I feel like you should always conduct yourself differently in different environments.
right.
If you're the same thing, what you do at work, you're not gonna do at home.
Yeah.
What you do at work, you're not gonna do out with your friends. It's work. Work is work. You go to church, you're gonna be act accordingly. So everywhere you go, I should feel like
I think you're showing. To me, you're showing faces now. Like who is the real you?
But it's not faces. It's like I said, just conducting yourself in different environments. Because if I'm at work, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this, that, this. I'm gonna be more professional because I'm at work.
Yes.
I'm in a professional environment.
But why act that way? But why act that way in the streets?
At what way?
Okay, so you. This is what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You said when I'm at work, I'm quiet, I'm reserved. I do my job. I go home.
Yes.
Then you said, but when I'm out and about, I'm in the streets. I'm loud. I'm boisterous. People know who I am. People know who I am. So then, like me on the outside looking in, like, so who is the real you? Is it you, the real nice professional person at work, or are you the real loud, boisterous person in the streets? Which are you? Because now I'm looking at. Are you Barbie at work and then Malibu Barbie in the streets, Malibu Barbie on vacation in the streets? Like, and that's how I look at it, if that make any sense.
No, because like I said, just go back until it's not a different person, not just conducting yourself, reserving yourself of being at work. Because like I said, work is professional. You keep it quiet, you do your job, you do what you gotta do, you go home. Just like when you in school. When you at home, you can be loud. You know, if your mama let you run around the house, talk loud, whatever, you can do all that at home. But once you get to school, you gotta walk in a single file line. Use your inside voices. You gotta do things like that. So I feel like as you grow up, the same thing applies to like in a workplace. So it's not like really switching up your personalities. It's just knowing how to control yourself in different environments.
Right.
I'm sorry. People see me in the streets and they see me at work. They see just about 95% of the same person.
Oh.
But I guess so. I guess so. Tying this back to the YN, so like you were saying, the YN, he was soft as a cookie at work, but then he was hard. But then he was hard on Instagram.
I'm not saying he was soft as a cookie at work. He conducted himself, at work. He was very respectful.
He wasn't a real YN then.
Yes, he was. That man needed a job like anybody else.
YNs don't need jobs.
Exactly. So I wouldn't really call him a YN. He was just a street dude.
YN sell weed.
Yeah, there you go. They sell weed. They're not trying to get no. Yeah, see,
they want women to take care of them.
No, I wouldn't say that. They don't want women to take care of them. They want fast money, selling drugs, toting guns, scamming. To me, that's YNs. They don't really want nothing out of life but fast. I guess you said fast money. That's why I said it's a difference between like a YN and just a street dude. Because you can have a street dude can still be a street and he'll still go out and go get a job because he still wants something out of life. He trying to move up to something, get out the streets. He trying to make it out of there. He don't want to stay in that environment, for his whole life. He do want something out of life. YNs, they don't. They just, oh no, I'm selling drugs. I'm good. I'm bringing in the money. I'm good. They ain't trying to.
They ain't trying to do nothing.
No, that's all they want to do. Why did you go get a job? Why do you need a job for? I'm making money in the streets. I'm in the streets. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Sounding stupid.
Exactly. Instead of really wanting something.
So I get, okay, with that being YNs and then how they live takes us to our next topic, right? If, let's say you had a YN, they graduated school, whatever, 10 and 3rd, 18 years old, parents say they got to get out. Should a parent kick their child out at 18?
No.
I feel like no. I don't know, it's hard to say. I would say no, but if your child, to me, I feel like they're a YN. And especially they causing a lot of ruckus in the house. Like it may be like, putting your life in danger, you getting your house shot up because he out in the streets. He said he don't mess with the other side of the gangs and they come doing drive-bys and stuff like that. Especially you got other people in the house. I feel like it's hard, but I don't know. It's going to get to a point where it's like, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? It's just I don't know. But no, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like two sides.
So okay, so what about if you had a kid that's doing right, like your child is doing right, they straight and narrow, honor roll student, but they said, hey, I don't want to go to college. Do you think the parents should kick them out?
No,
No.
not
Why?
at all.
College is not for everybody, though.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
It's not.
So I guess I will play the devil's advocate side here, right? I'm gonna play the devil's advocate side, right? So, one, if I kick my child, like if I raise my child right, and I kick my child out at 18, if I raise my kid right, they should they would do fine outside in the real world, right?
How? They're 18, fresh out of school. Your mind, your frontal lobe, whatever it's called, that's not even
Lube, okay,
lube, yeah, whatever it's called.
okay.
It haven't developed yet. So I mean, you don't even really know how to be on your own at that age.
But
At
how would they
18,
learn if you? How would they learn if you continue to baby them by keeping them in the house the whole time?
You're not babying them, but you're preparing them for success. Cause like being at 18, you could be like, okay, now you're 18. Let's start saving up your money. What do you want to do? Do you want to get your own place? Do you want to stay here? What do you want to do? Oh, well, mama, yeah, I do. I want my own place. Okay, well, let's start working on your credit. Let's start doing this. Just teaching them how to be in the real world.
Yeah.
I feel like instead of just kicking them out, you go out there, you go figure it out. No, because I mean, you 18. How you gonna figure that out?
At
on your
least
own?
let them save up.
Yeah.
Get them like a job.
Get your
If they
job.
don't want to go to college,
Yeah.
you can get a job. You can stay home, as long as you want. And until I feel like, until you feel like you're ready.
Because once you turn 18, you don't have life figured out. You don't know what you want to do. You may not figure out what you want to do till you hit the age of 30.
For me personally, this is my personal opinion. I would say, no, my child won't have to go anywhere. Once they turn 18, 21, 25, 30, they stay as long as they want. As long as they got a job, you don't have to go anywhere. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
So, okay. So, once again, so put this out here. I don't have nan chicken and child on this earth. I don't have nan child on this earth at all. But I've had a chance to really interact with 17-year-olds plus. So I've learned a lot as I go. But I guess my devil's advocate side would be like, if you as a parent, a child can get a job at 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Job at 16. Mm-hmm. So if you teach your child to get a job at 16, you teach them how to save money, you teach them how to work out credit and all that good stuff. Why at the age of 18, you can't be like, okay, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to leave the nest. It's time for you to fly. Because most animals kick their babies out at a really young age.
We're not animals, we're humans.
But I'm using it as that example. You know what I'm saying? And then most of them learn how to fly on their own. How will you ever learn how to fly on your own if you never really allowed your child to leave the nest?
Guidance in the house. That can still be taught in the house. Like I said, not even just credit and saving and money wise. Mentally, you're not stable at 18. But I said some kids can be, some teenagers can be. If you feel like you're ready, I feel like it should be the child's decision, not the parents. Like if you come to your parent like, yeah, mama, I think at 18 I do want to move out. Okay, baby, go ahead and move out. But then you just like, that's different than versus, at 18 you're gonna move out because you're gonna start living your own life. They may not be ready for that. They may not be ready for that yet.
I don't think any 18-year-old.
No.
Then when they get about like 21, that's a little different.
So kick them out at 21.
I won't kick them out, but it's a conversation will be had. But I will not kick my child.
So I guess, knowing your age now, what would you tell your 21-year-old self if you had to go out there and make it on your own?
It was like 2 years ago. I don't know.
Save up as much, and if you don't think you can do it, then don't go. Just stay home as long as you can. And that's, I'm being real.
Especially with the world nowadays,
being the way it is now.
And home. Just mentally,
and it's hard out here.
It is.
Yeah, like I said, just mentally, like the mental point of it. Just leaving at 18, it's like you are gonna be going through different emotions and this and that. Now you're putting bills and this and stress and all that. Because times are different from when y'all was 18. Times are way different now.
I agree.
Right.
I agree
It's
with
a
that.
lot of other things,
Wasn't that
especially
long ago,
then
though.
social media plays a big part into like stuff nowadays, and just the way, just the way the world is.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, mentally at 18, you're not gonna be stable to be out on your own. Then, like I said, then you gotta think about bills, and I'm already got all this going on, feelings and all this, and now I'm dealing with bills and all. It's gonna be a lot.
And see, when I was 18, I used to always say, "Oh, I'm ready to be grown. I'm ready to leave." And you know, I left my home when I was about 18, 19, and I wouldn't want my kids to do that. I would tell them to stay as long as they can, because it's not easy.
Do you regret leaving home at 18?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, I wasn't ready. I was just, shoot, I seen everybody else moving. I wanted to move too. But
I left home at 18 as well.
You went to the military.
But it's still the same thing. I still left home at 18. I think me joining the military gave me a different kind of foundation to build on.
Yeah,
that's like going off to college.
Yeah, but one thing with
you can't compare those two together. There's no way on earth you compare those two together. Don't do that again.
One thing with our parents, they never forced us to get out. Never.
No.
All they said, we just had to have a job, and that's it. Mm-hmm. We never had a time or anything like that to be put out or nothing like that. All they said we just needed to have a job, and that was it.
Now, don't get me wrong. If money wasn't a problem, I'd have been gone. I'd have gone to 18. But it's just like, money-wise, it's not good to just up and leave like that. Like I said, because that just add on more stress of everything else.
Because in less than a year, you'll be right back home.
Mm-hmm. Would you allow your child to come back home if you put him out?
Yes.
My child will always have
my door will always be open to my child.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
Wow. That is some deep conversation. So, and I guess what we're end this on before we go around the horn to end it. I guess we're in on like, what would you tell a parent right now from a young person's perspective who don't have kids, and then from a mature person's perspective who have kids? What would you tell a parent that's watching right now that's on the fence of 18, my child has to go, or I want them to stay? What would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
Don't put them babies out. Just let them, as long as they have a job, and if they want to help or pitch in on a bill, just let them stay. But other than that, don't put them babies out until the parent, know that they're ready to branch off. It's hard now. So
and if they're working, just let them stack their money up.
Save.
Yes.
And my grandma always told me that, save. Baby, you ain't got to go nowhere.
That's right.
You sit here and you stay here as long as you can, and you save. And that's what I'm going to tell my kids. Yeah.
Same here.
Yes. Yeah. I just feel like it should be the kids or the child's decision. I don't feel like a parent should ever go to a child like, you got to get out. When you going to get out? That should always be the child's decision. Like, Mama, I think I'm ready to move out, or I think I want to move out within like a year or two or something like that. I don't think a parent should ever go to their child like, you got to get out of here. You got so much time. Because at the end, it's your child. If anything comes, goes down, they should always have a place to live. They should never feel like, oh, well, Mama gonna let me stay here for 2-3 months, but then after that I gotta go. It should never be like that. It should be always an open home.
Yes.
I think we had a good conversation today.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation. I think this is a subject that is near and dear to a lot of people's heart.
Yes.
I think a lot of people out here who did get put out at 18, some of them were very successful. Someone was I think a small percentage is very successful, but a lot of them struggled too.
Still struggling.
And some of them are still struggling today. So,
and that leads to a lot of suicides too.
Mental issues. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's going to be a topic. That's going to be a whole other topic by itself. Yes. Mental issues will be a whole other topic by itself. Because I'm real near and dear. I'm real near about my heart about that. But anyway, anybody got anything to add to it before we do our closeouts?
No, I think we covered everything.
Well, look, we'll go ahead and do like a quick round the horn. Any last departing words you want to give people before we get out of here for the week? For me, the biggest thing is stay positive. and continue to smile. Like, the world we're going through right now is rough,
Yes.
but I'm telling you, there is something on the other side once we get through all this. And that's the best advice I got for people.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay safe.
Same thing. Stay safe. Number one thing, keep God on your side, and just love yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I would just say, just be true to yourself. That's the only person you got at the end of the day is yourself. So,
Girl, you ain't said
and don't let your mind run from you, because that's your biggest enemy is your mind. So, stay true to yourself, and
with that being said, we will close out episode 2. People, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow all of our links that's going to be down in the description. And we will see y'all next week on the Link Up.
Love y'all.